Gamefly is a mail-in rental service where you can rent up to 4 video games or movies that are delivered directly to your mailbox. I checked it out a while ago and did a video on Gamefly as well as other services like Xbox Game Pass and Redbox explaining what they are and also comparing and contrasting them. But Gamefly I've used all year across the Switch and Xbox One platforms. With the holiday season coming up, it is sometimes a great time to consider subscribing to Gamefly for a month or two to play the big AAA third-party games as cheap as possible, like Cyberpunk, Assassin's Creed, Call of Duty, all the ones that come out. So here are my top 3 reasons to or not to pick up Gamefly. If you've often bought a game and either just get sick of it very quickly or are disappointed and have some buyer's remorse and have to end up selling it, or otherwise you play it over a weekend or even a couple weeks under a month, then it can be worth getting it through Gamefly. With any of these recommendations, I recommend at least doing the 2-game movie plan or more, though, to make it financially worth it. Gotta be playing enough because it ain't cheap. At least 2 games a month, ballpark, I would say. But you have one 17 and then it's $7 more. So you got to do the 2-game plan. On top of that, there's a waiting period since you have to wait for it to be mailed to you. So you have that 1 game you're playing while you're waiting for the other one to come in. And then you pad it out. You can with movies to make the price of it justified. At least 2 different games a month, and then you're getting your money's worth. It's an excellent value if you play on the Nintendo Switch. Full-price games are not cheap, and you can't get them cheaply like through Amazon, but they're available on Gamefly. And on top of that, a lot more indie games that are on the Switch platform for some reason are also on Gamefly. So if you have a Switch, I would always have a Gamefly membership, as it's pretty hard not to be saving money that way. Other side of the coin to this one, though, is on the PlayStation and Xbox platforms. There's not a whole lot for indie games. A little bit more on PlayStation, but you're limited more to the AAA games. There's a handful of them, but if you are a big indie gamer, and that's mainly what you play, and you're on those 2 platforms, then you don't want to mess with it. You're better off checking out other services like Xbox Game Pass or sales that come up now and again. Best part about Gamefly, though, is AAA games. Since they are expensive and you have them across 3 platforms, you're able to get them much cheaper, and you can get them soon enough, well within like around a week. So if you're in that category I mentioned earlier of you like to try them out, you're not playing them for very long, like over a week, and you'd rather play the next game and the next game, then it's a no-brainer picking up, and you're going to be saving money. You can always circle back and get it again if you really want to down the line. This is why it also works well with Game Pass for me, since that has good library of indie and AA games. It's more important the number of games you play than the amount of time you put into them. Gamefly can still work if you are playing different games, if you're the tryout type of a gamer. But if you're doing just like 1 a month and then you mail it in, you're waiting for the next one, especially if you're playing an indie game that's like $15 and you're paying $17 or even more and not using it, then you're better off just buying outright or trying some other service. Some honorable mentions. First, a couple positives. They now have fast return. This shows that they are receiving a game or movie, so they send the next one out a little bit sooner. This shaves off about a day or 2. Also, you can rent movies through Gamefly. A couple negatives. You have to just see how the experience is, your distance from a distribution center, just to see how long it takes to get a game or movie. And if you are very impatient, you like games right away, you got to wait for it to be mailed to you each time. If you are picking up Gamefly, please check out the link below. If you liked this video, please give a like. If you disliked it, give it a dislike. If you really liked it, consider subscribing. And I will see you next time.